Hello there! Guess what we have today? Why do I always say that? I've got to come up with some original lines at some point, don't I? Alright, well, I decided to get in on the blind bags thing a bit more. I've done it before, of course, and had mixed results. Some things I've been alright with, some things I've been quite happy with, and some things I've just not really, gave it a second thought about. But I thought, what the hell? There's always the risk that one of them might be a duplication. Well, two of them technically would be duplications, but never mind. There's always the fun of opening the bag up and seeing what you've got. So I decided just to grab some random selections in the shops today. A couple of Star Wars, potentially a Spider-Man thing, unless it's just a generic Marvel one. And of course these generic Lego characters who I'm not entirely sure what series these might be from. And of course the eagle-eyed amongst you would have noticed I put that upside down. But my OCD sense just allow me to put that back where it should be. Let's have it all nice and neat and tidy, and then let's just go and open the damn things up. Got my trusty screwdriver. Okay, obviously not my regular screwdriver, it's just a screwdriver, but it's trusty. Oops, that's gone all over the place. And this appears to be some sort of bird man. Is it maybe a Valkyrie or something like that, or who knows? Let's just take a look. I've got a great big helmet, and I've got all these bits over here, so let's just see if we can put them together. Whoops. The head's gone shooting off over that way. Mind you, that just makes it a bit easier to reach over the camera like so, and just put them together like that. Actually, now I think about it, that probably goes on first. That's probably going to be the back bit. Yeah, that makes some sense, I suppose. Or does it go on the other way? Yeah, that makes more sense if it does it that way, because that's supposed to be the neck thing. Oh my. How solemn is he? If the camera will actually pick him up. Come on, autofocus, work. Work, 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 work. Let's take him further away. There we go, eventually, there you are. Autofocus. You devious bastard. No other face as far as I can see. It's got a nice big spear for the duties of poking things with. Except he doesn't want to hold it. And he has this headrest helmet type thing. It doesn't seem to want to go on that well. Oh, there you go. There you are. These have to go on like this, I'm assuming. This is all without bothering to read any instructions, and I don't think I've seen this fella before, except maybe in the instruction manuals. So what is he? Supposed to be some sort of Incan guard? Some sort of Incan... Oh, well, that's useful. Because of the shoulder padding here, you can't actually get his arm to go all the way up, so you've got to be very careful where you put a spear. Which is actually good life advice. Be very careful where you put spears. And if anybody can remember where they put Britney Spears, please keep her there. Well, I think that actually looks quite nice. Got some options there as far as changing his wing position is concerned. You could have them back like that, swept like that, and yeah. He's a winged guy. Of course he's going to be a bit fruity. Let's just see, what have we got here? Oh, it's got instructions on how to put them together. And oh god. They've got what looks like a Queen Elizabeth, the first style Tudor Queen, or Princess or whatever. And she's got one of those stupid billowy skirts that's actually different pieces of Lego all together. But at least from what the instructions are showing, it looks like she can actually be securely plugged in. Oh, well, and then you've got basically the same instructions for this guy, this ice-looking fella, as you have for this guy. And it looks like his bit's clipping a bit differently, but there you go, number 6. He's number 6 on the list of whatever, so... It's all very well having everybody keyed in under a certain number, but could he actually give us a list of what the names are? Seriously, where's the names? Where's the list of names? Do you have to go online to look them up? What is the point of giving us this if you're not going to tell us what the names are? And of course, if you want this little code thing, if you've got the game, go and knock yourself out. It's on me, it's a freebie. I don't have the game, and I don't think I ever will. Right, let's open this one up and see what we've got. Oh, in my luck, it's probably going to be... Oh my god, it is. It's the Queen. All bow for Her Majesty. All bow for Her Majesty. Let's throw those instructions away because we don't need them. Let's just see, what does she look like? Oh, she actually looks quite fetching in her own way. Just the one face, I think, yeah. And the autofocus doesn't want to see it. Oh, hang on. Let's get her out of the light. Too much reflection there. There you go. That is Her Majesty, who currently is missing her legs and in absolute agony. Let's see if we can resolve that a bit. Here we go. This goes on like so. You make sure it's facing forward like that. And if you take a peek of her skirt, you're a pervert. But that looks fairly decent. That's actually a much better idea than they've had for previous versions, where it's just been one little brick with no additional spikes to actually poke in. Not sure what you could reuse this for. Maybe a hood over some sort of oven or a fireplace or something like that. Something like that. It's a bit pointless having that though, isn't it? I mean, does that actually connect at all? It does, but it's a bit pointless. You either have it given too much at the front or too much at the back. I think we'll have it at the front because that looks like it'll be more stable. And of course there's the hair and this cloak thing. I think take her head off again. Off with her head! Off with my head! And we'll just put this on like... How do you put these on properly? Let's just see... Not quite following it, but never mind. Never stopped me in the past. Put that on like that, and that like that. That looks reasonably okay. It's quite tough material, so it's going to stay in place no matter what, I hope. And you do the same with this and this. And then this goes over like that somehow, and everything gets held together by my thumbnail while I get the head on to hold everything else in place. She kind of looks like a High Court judge now because of the whole ruffle bit. Didn't really put that on too well, but I suppose that's just the feeling of the material. Oh well, it's a nice wig though. That is a very nice wig, quite fetching. That would go quite well in a number of different settings. But as it is, she's a queen, or possibly a princess, and therefore she has to wear that helmet. That helmet. She has to wear that crown. And she's got her own guard who possibly can't really fly, because I'm pretty much convinced that's either supposed to be gold or bronze. And those are both fairly heavy metals to be wearing in that much amount on your body. And if those wings are also made of the same stuff, you ain't ever gonna fly. Let's just put you two down there for the time being. And let's open up our first Star Wars figure. I really should have done this with the lightsaber, shouldn't I? This actually feels like it's quite solidly put together. Oh, right, okay. It's a brown bag, but it's actually just a figure. It's a little figurine of a speedster. A scout trooper on a speedster. So let's just see what these instructions have to say of anything useful. Attention in various different languages. But it also says, yeah, choking hazard, small part, not for children under 3 years of age, and then a whole lot of boring gumph. So yeah, we've got this fella Mozart on a speeder. I've got a terrible feeling, given that this is what is in, what it comes in, for protection. Yeah, it's... That's not good. Relatively cheap plastic. Fairly accurate. Looks the part. But it's so small the camera will not focus on it. Yeah, let's just move them out a bit. Maybe that will help. That's a bit better. Because as soon as I move on a bit, everything gets lost. Well, definitely looks quite faithful to what it's supposed to be. There's a little stand hold there, so presumably if you can get a hold of a stand, which it doesn't come with, you can have it posed effectively, but as it is, when you put it down, yeah, the weight balance is horrible. It just falls over straight away, so you do need a stand if you can find one. Alright, I've got really nothing to say on that. That's a horrible, cheap little feeling figure, and this is bound to be more or less the same, if not the same. In fact, let's think about this. Obviously I haven't opened it up. What are the odds that this is going to be another speedster? Oh, thank God it isn't. I don't actually recognise what the hell that is, to be honest. Obviously something from Star Wars. Prequels maybe? Some sort of soldier's dropship? Yeah, I mean that looks like a landing area that you would let troops disembark and get back onto the ship later on. So I'm thinking this is some sort of dropship, but I've got absolutely no idea what it is. I shall have to do a wiki search at some point. There's bound to be thousands of articles about this, and a whole load of expanded universe material that no longer counts for jack shit. But I bet that stays upright. Yes, it does. Definitely has a nice looking feel to it, and that kind of looks like it should come out, but I think that's just a separate piece that's been, yeah, it's a separate piece that's just been glued in place quite well. But you could probably force it out if you really went at it, but I'm not stupid. Now you've got the hole for the stand again, and a little reference number, which I don't really need to know about. Right, on to Marvel. Captain America Civil War is coming out quite soon. It might even be out by the time this video is up, who knows? So what have we got? Who the hell is that? I'm hoping there's some information here to tell me who this is, but I'm guessing it's a cold-based villain, judging by the outfit, and from the colour scheme it kind of reminds me of, who were the Canadian superheroes Wolverine used to run around with? Alpha Flight? Yeah, Alpha Flight. It reminds me of some of the uniforms for the Alpha Flight characters, although I'm not sure if that is actually the maple leaf design that he incorporated into their outfits. I don't think so. That looks just more like... yeah, it just looks more like it's supposed to be icicles or something. Well, we'll put you down there. In fact, we'll pick you up first and just take a quick look. Quite a solidly built arm. Talk to the hand if the hand won't focus. There we go. But yeah, I've got absolutely no idea. There's no articulation whatsoever because it's just a statuette more or less. And there is a little card here that tells you who these things are. Different... is it the same characters on either side? No, it's different characters either side, but some of them do seem to have more than one model. I mean, you've got Spider-Man here and here. You've got She-Hulk and Red She-Hulk. Okay, let's just go through them. We've got Ant-Man, who's not this guy. We've got Marvel's Abomination, who's not this guy. We've got Marvel's Ghost and Ironmonger, who again are not this guy. We've got Captain America, who again is not this guy. We've got Sandman, Rhino, Red She-Hulk, Winter Soldier, Spider-Man, Marvel's Odin. Marvel's Blizzard. Nope, never heard of them. And then various others. All your favourites that you've never heard of and will love once they have parts in movies, no doubt. This is just one card. Oh, that's a very poor show. Look at the edges on that. That is terrible. That is horrible there. I mean, it's got a smooth enough feel to it, but as soon as you come to the edge, it's like it hasn't been cut out the mould properly. Yeah, mass-produced rubbish, I think. It's also quite a bit warped, although that could have happened for any number of different reasons, but yeah, I mean, it's a good little tip to have something like this in so that you can see who the characters are supposed to be. You know, that's where you fellas failed. And you, for all I know, you've probably got some weird name which is based on the actor who played you, but their name scrambled up and reversed or some sort of bizarre anagram. And you, I'm gonna have to go hunting, but there you go. Blind bags. You gotta love them somehow. I think. Don't you?